Well, guys, if this is it for Battlefield 2042, we may as well go out with a bang. Oh, you gotta love it. Oh, I just missed those. Get wrecked. It's all about the flanks on this one. Get right behind, check your corners. Zigzag in, snake in. Oof. Gotta use that verticality to your advantage. And of course, get right behind him. Oh, shame that one. Well, I do hope you guys are all good. This is Stadium. I'm sure you've played it by now. Unfortunately, I had some technical issues and couldn't stream it the other night. We are using the AK-5C here with a Fusion Hollow, Subsonic, Master Key, and Type 4 Heavy Suppressor. Might sound a little different today. This is a post-commentary, not a live commentary, unfortunately. I had no mic audio on this, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to put it out anyway, talk about the gameplay, give my thoughts on this map, and let's talk a little bit about Battlefield, shall we? I feel like it's time. This is not the video I want to be doing, but it's one of many. So yeah, Stadium. Is it good? Is it bad? On stream, I gave it a 7 out of 10. There's moments where it's pretty awesome. Breakthrough, as you're watching here, can be a one-sided spam fest in many ways, but if you can pull off a nice moment like this, dodging, weaving, with something like the AK-5C, oh, and of course, with a nice bit of aim. Cheeky Burgers, I actually thought there was a guy behind me then. Cheeky Burgers are throwing smoke here, gotta watch out for that. I'm looking at these reses, watching behind me here, and yeah, you definitely want to be dodging and weaving a lot here. You notice a lot of players will be peeking here, get a couple of dinks, get your heals, watch the smoke. We're going to go left side here. This guy's going to try and flank me. Always a good idea to be using smokes on this one, especially on Breakthrough. You are going to struggle. Talking of which, Breakthrough or Conquest or Rush, what do we think about this? Of course, it's on Team Deathmatch as well. I think, gotta be honest, I think Breakthrough in the final section in the actual Stadium plays better than Conquest. Conquest is nice, but it feels like there's too many lanes, there's too many angles, and it's quite unforgiving. Breakthrough, having, you know where the enemies are generally going to come from. You can try and work around that, and you'll see a lot of that with this little streak here with the AK-5C. We are going to be moving on to attack here, but I just wanted to show this little defense streak, which really illustrates just how well you can play this map if you play it right. These little hills here, you've got to be using those. Lots of cover as well. You don't want to be rushing out into the open for too long. Always peeking, using the little bushes as you do peek to just conceal yourself a little bit. And always paying attention to where your teammates are. See that little snap there, just trying to figure out if those guys are still back in that spot again. You get banned for that one, that's a little bit snappy. Oh, the transfer, that was nice. Oh, I missed skin on this weapon, by the way. The Crimson event looks pretty nice. But, yeah, we are coming to the end of this streak here. Unfortunately, Breakthrough seems to be a little bit difficult to push in. I was a little shocked at the design here, I've got to be honest. I thought Breakthrough was going to play quite differently. I thought the whole map was going to play quite differently, actually. I was kind of anticipating a full Stadium with helis being able to flow in the middle, maybe go around the sides as well. A little bit of playable area around the outside, but mostly just inside the stadium. I think I'm a little bit disappointed in some ways, but kind of not. I like this layout. It's quite nice in many ways. They've really managed to make it feel like a massive stadium. I do love that as you're approaching it. The scale of it feels good. I do quite like the layout, but it's a bit open, isn't it? It's still kind of suffering from that design issue, shall we say, that plagues many 2042 maps. But yeah, that was the first little round on defense there. AK-5C, use my setup, it absolutely shreds. And then of course we're moving on to a massive 23 kill streak here with the M5A3. I'll leave this loadout in the pinned comment. I can't remember exactly what's on it right now. I think it's probably the shortened barrel LWG grip and then maybe the standard extended. Of course, the Fusion Hollow, always using that sight. Got that lovely skin on as well. And it's quite interesting to see the I don't know what I'm saying. Quite interesting to see the contrast in Defender's kind of gameplay compared to attack here. On attack, I find you've got to keep peeking angles, get a couple of dinks, a couple of hits, and then take a new position, as we're trying to do here. You don't, look at that, I mean, I just got digged there. You don't want to be exposed for far too long. You're just going to get taken out. And I think that is, yeah, one of the map's biggest weaknesses. It's just a little bit too open. I do like some of the cover they've added here. There's a lot of bushes you can hide in, a lot of walls you can get behind, and the smokes are incredibly paramount here. This is a good example of how to move in. So you got your teammates on the right side. We're going to heal him. Unfortunately, can't quite peek that, so you have a little dink, get a little kill, get this second one as well. Nope, maybe not. Maybe not this one. And we're trying to take the map piece by piece here. So you can counter the way this map plays and counter the way people are currently trying to navigate it right now, but I still think it's a little bit too open. I think this middle section, like I say, I like the moving up to the stadium, feels very cinematic. Oh, you can see that. XM370, there's not much you can do about that. As soon as someone starts spamming it, and they are going to be doing a lot more of that as the weeks go by, that is going to be a problem. I do think it's a problem on other maps in Breakthrough, but hey, not everyone agrees with me on that one. But if I was in charge of the next battlefield, stuff like this would not be returning. XM370, explosive spam, encouraging players to use stuff like that, no thank you. And the open maps, as we're seeing here, I would definitely take away some of these if I could. Yeah. I'd love to know your thoughts down below, actually. Do you like these kind of open maps? 2042 is a lot more open than previous games, for the most part. And yeah, I don't think it quite works. Now, this is a little sneaky push. You've always got to be taking advantage of these little moments that are going to pop up. You don't have to push all the way into the middle. Just get a little bit of the pie here. I mean, literally a circular objective here. Teammates pushing in. You get the smokes out. Checking corners. Now getting some cover here. Can see yourself against anybody who might be sniping in the background. And if you watch closely, I'm just kind of slicing the pie as I'm moving around. I'm not taking too many angles, not exposing myself to too much. We got teammates on the right there, so I'm pushing left a little bit. I'm looking in the smoke, seeing who's pushing. His teammates just got taken down, so I'm trying to make a move here. Oof, that was a bit naughty, that shot was. Gonna throw some incendiaries into the middle. That's really important, very, very important. Now you see here, look at the top there, 12 versus, I believe that says 7, 8. So we are outnumbering them on this time, so we can be a little bit more aggressive. I'm just looking around here. I don't really want to give up this position. See the teammates are moving in the middle. Just going to check the side there in case there is somebody they've missed. And this is where the key kind of plays are coming in. We've got the objectives. The teammates are on there. We're going to push further ahead of the flag. Always remember, you know, once you've got the flag, you need to kind of push past it if you can. Obviously, you want to defend the flag, but if you can get past the flag and defend it from there, it makes it a lot easier. I shall have much more time to take them off the flag if they push past you. Anyway, this is what I mean about the cinematic kind of feel to the stadium here. It's really nice, really nice. It's got a presence, especially with the smoke around. You know, I feel like DICE could have just tweaked a few of the areas of the maps, the elevation perhaps, and could have made a much more cinematic feel. I should not have peeked that there. Snipers are brutal on this, as many of you are going to find out if you've not jumped into this just yet. Now here, we're looking at the mini-map. Sadly, we're getting spammed by explosives. Once again, got the heals. Teammate is not going to be able to get a res. He's cancelled. So we're going to try and push to the right here. Bit of a nightmare. As you can see, they can sit up on the balcony to the right. You've got to be careful of that. And what I like to do is try and go for the middle, really. Maybe push to the right if I can. But especially this open area, you need to take your time. If you get it wrong, oh, you're going to be destroyed. That's another good tip there, actually. Hip fire. A lot of people do not hip fire in this game. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, if you're new to the game, hip fire up close, you'll be fine. As you progress, obviously, you'll get a better feel for the weapons. No, I think hip firing does actually work quite well. Now, this section here, I'm looking for the guys. They like to sit up top on the balcony. I'm just taking the time, not making any silly plays. It is very easy to die on this map, especially if you just get a push wrong. Yeah, I do. Looking at it now, seeing all this, it would have been so cool if this was all the way around the stadium. Not sandbags everywhere, but little bases with a design that kind of encouraged you to be inside the stadium rather than on the outside. That would have been sick. Apparently, you can destroy these panels at the front here. I've not really tried that myself. Perhaps some potential Easter eggs as well. Fortunately, you can't get that one there, unfortunately. But we're going to make some moves on the right there. Oh, no, actually. Forgot about this one. We went straight in. Oh, yeah. Was that 23-0 there? What was that? Just missed it. Anyway, this is, yeah, quite a massive kill streak. Quite difficult, I've got to say, to keep up a streak on this map. Especially in Conquest. With Breakthrough, I think it's a little easier. You can check your corners. You kind of have a good idea of where the enemies are coming from. But Conquest is brutal. Especially if you miss a footstep or two. You're going to struggle. Really struggle. So yeah, look at that angle there. You can barely see this guy. You got to watch out for this as you approach these areas on the right side and around the middle as well. Players, they can get away with it. They'll do it. So I like to throw a grenade up there. And just down that corridor there, that is a good place to put a spawn beacon if you want to do some flanks like I did at the beginning. Spawn beacon is going to completely catch people off guard, so I'd highly recommend it. Now this is yeah, a bit of a tricky situation is here. Dodgy stairs. You got the sprinklers coming on there or something like that. And yeah, you'll see me a lot of times just kind of breaking off. You know, I get a couple of hits and then I'll just back off a little bit. Players are not anticipating it. These stairs are a nightmare to push in, so you need to be using any kind of strategy that you can as you move up towards here. I'll take out a couple of players there, and then I'm gonna just have a little breather, see what's going on around me. Hit the corners, it's easy down there. Ooh, cheeky headshot. Do love a headshot. Yeah, unfortunately, this guy's sprayed like crazy. I want to get that res, but oh, unfortunately, I got dinked by some random dudes. Oof. Frustrating, I've got to say. It's all good though. It's all good. Always checking down, just in case someone else is pushing. You don't want to run all the way back up and some guy dinks you in the back. Hell no. For this section here, yeah, you really need to take your time. SMGs, ARs, they kind of dominate. Shotgun is alright. I think SMG is kind of the play here. I mean, look at those incendiaries. Absolutely destroys the player. Definitely recommend healing like I do there rather than trying to inject yourself. So much quicker. Just shoot the ground next to you. Boom, done. Right there, don't be afraid to hit fire. It is powerful in this game. Take a little jump shot as well, but those are always a little bit sketchy. Wouldn't recommend unless you really know what you're doing. And unfortunately, there's a guy in the rafters here. I couldn't believe this when I saw it live. I was like, really? You can get up there? Well, this is coming to the end now. It's been an interesting game. Nice 23 kill streak. I've put out a few clips here because, well, I just wanted to show you a bit today. I think it's an alright map, this one. I don't think it's going to please everybody. There is some really, really cool moments, but it's definitely going to get a bit campy, and certain weapons are going to dominate. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below, guys. What do you think of this map? What do you think of those little streaks there? Do let me know down in the comments below. Is this the end for Battlefield for you? Are you going to be checking out the next one? I'd love to know that too. It's going to be a while until the next one, but when it comes, I'll be streaming it. I'll be making videos, tutorials, all that good stuff once again, and I hope you guys will join me on that journey. Should be interesting. I hope it is. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Nice chatting with you.